Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about section 5.3, which talks about rates. We have worked all year long with rates and unit rates, so this really should be a review for all of us. Our objective today is that you can calculate the unit rate and solve real-world unit rate problems. Okay, so first, what is a rate? Well, a rate really is just a ratio by definition. It's a ratio of two quantities that use different units. So as long as we are comparing two things that use different units, that's a rate. Okay, for example, if it costs $27 for 3 pizzas, the rate is $27 for 3 pizzas. No different than what we've already done with ratios. Okay, so a rate is essentially just a ratio that compares two different amounts that have two different units. So what is a unit rate? A unit rate compares a quantity to one unit of another quantity. For example, if it costs $27 for 3 pizzas, then it would cost $9 for 1 pizza. So the unit rate is $9 for 1 pizza. $9 for every 1 pizza. The algebraic expression of unit rate is A divided by B equals the units compared to, or 1 unit. So for example, if we have 27 over 3, so $27 for 3 pizzas, then that means, okay, what number goes into both? We're just making an equivalent ratio. Okay, we're going to divide 27 by 3 so that we know that 3 goes into 27 9 times, so now it's $9 for 1 pizza. So all we've done is we've just broken down our unit rate by dividing the amount of money by how many we have, and that gave us our new unit rate, or our new unit ratio of $9 for 1 pizza. What about equivalent rates? What are equivalent rates? An equivalent rate has the same unit rate. For example, if it costs $27 for 3 pizzas, that means it also costs $54 for 6 pizza. The unit rate is the same or equivalent in both scenarios. They are both $9 for 1 pizza. If we take 27 divided by 3, we get an equivalent ratio of 9 to 1. 1 goes into, or 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 27 9 times. If we take 54 over 6, 6 goes into 6 1 time, and 6 goes into 54 9 times. So these have equivalent unit rates. So these are equivalent rate ratios. So if we wanted to find a unit rate, let's talk about the steps that we would need to take. First, we need to determine what is the rate in a given scenario and write the rate as a ratio. Then we need to calculate the unit rate by dividing the first number in the rate ratio by the second number in the rate ratio. Remember, any money always goes first or on top when we're talking about unit rate. So if we have a pack of pencil erasers that cost 50 cents, first we need to determine what is the rate written as a ratio. Again, we have money here, so we always want to put that on top because it doesn't tell us which way we have to compare these two items. So we get to choose which one goes first in our rate. And we always want our money to go first because we want to know how much it costs per one item. Okay, so we're going to take 0.50 or 50 cents per 10 pencil erasers. So that is our rate ratio. Now, if I'm going to divide those two numbers to find my unit rate, I need to set up a problem here, 0.50 divided by 10. Okay, first thing I need to do is get rid of this decimal, so we're going to put it straight up top. Now, does 10 go into 5? No, it does not. So we're going to put a 0 up top. 0 times 10 is 0. Now we subtract, and we still get 50 left over. Now 10 goes into 50 5 times, and 5 times 10 is 50, and we're all done. So if we're talking about money, that means that our unit rate is 5 cents. 0.05 is 5 cents per pencil eraser. So if we wanted to write that as a unit rate, we could write it as 0.05 over 1, or which means the same thing as 5 cents per 1 eraser. Okay, let's try another one together. It takes Greg 60 minutes to run 6 miles. So what is the rate ratio? Well, we want to do miles per minute here. How many minutes per mile? So we're going to take 60 over 6. So 60 minutes to run 6 miles. So if we wanted to find the unit rate, all we have to do is take 60 divided by 6. Well, we know that 6 goes into 60 10 times. So it's 10 minutes per 6 goes into 6 1 time. So it's 10 minutes per mile. So our unit rate is 10 minutes for every 1 mile. Let's pause and try here and try to find the unit rate of this problem. Remember, we're talking about money, so money is going to go first. So we're going to set up our rate ratio of $56 that you saved in 4 weeks. Then you need to divide to find the unit rate. Okay, we have 2 problems to try here on your own. When you finish those, there's a third down here. Okay, so you have 3 unit rate questions. Pause and try all 3, and then we will go over them as a class in a few minutes.